Okay, so this is a Evangelion catalog of all the stuff you could have bought, like within I think like 5 years or so, maybe give or take. When the show came out back in like 1995, I think I remember correctly. Um, and I really like this book because it shows you pictures of like literally anything and everything you could have bought, like officially licensed and everything. So it's not like an ordering catalog, but like a really good in-depth dive of all the different stuff. And I kind of wish they did this a little bit more, because yeah, it'd have been really really cool. So I'm not gonna show the whole book, of course, because it's very extensive. Like this is what 100 pages. It's like almost 150 pages. But like for example, let's find a good page. CD-ROM software. Let's say I kind of talked to a guy about this the other day. Let's say you like Zippos, like lighters and stuff like that. And so you'd be browsing the book and you would see that there is like these official Zippos of like the angels and stuff and like engraved, or like this one actually has like the full body on it. Or maybe you wanted like a pillow or a piggy bank. Like there's some pillows and piggy banks over here. There's even one of like the angel. And so you can kind of go down a really cool, like, just looking around just to see what stuff you could find, or what stuff is officially licensed, and something you might want, um, when it's like one of your favorite animes or something, right? So something that's really cool. Or if you're trying to figure out if something is like legitimate, like if something actually existed or not, it could be a really good resource for that. And so, like for example, like here's like some like the trading card, different stuff you could have bought in, and it's just a huge stack, like a huge list of everything. Then this spans multiple pages for the trading card section. And like here again, more. Hold on, let me make sure I can show this. I think it looks okay. Yeah, here's like another like more trading card stuff. If you're trying to complete the set, or if you're trying to look for a certain card, multiple trading cards. And then like in the back, there's like a rare item section. I think one of the things I have is on here. If not, it might be a different version of it. Posters, keychains. So like posters and keychains and more posters and shirts and pins. More pins to third children. Like banner or something. A little standee. So yeah, it's like just a huge, huge, thing just loaded with stuff. Like check this out. There's a freaking like watch, like a special watch, like Evangelion themed one that they did by whatever brand, and like, yeah, really interesting, you know. And this is one of the books that I go through from time to time because there's like so much stuff that, like merchandise wise, and like stuff that I didn't even know they had, or stuff that looked interesting, and then I'll try to like look for it later. Here's a bit more like plushies and figures and more plushies and different keychains and coffee mugs and shirts, like gachapon style stuff, different figures with different outfits, little like those might be actual metal little toys, small figurines. Like this part's freaking cool, where it just shows like all the different variations, all the different types of stuff that they have. This one's like really in depth, and then it even has like pricing for what they were at the time, which is pretty crazy. Cause like you look at this figure or possibly model kits, yeah, model kit, and it's like what would be like $10 or so for the model kit, which is crazy to think. I mean, it's a pretty simple model kit, but and then like here's like some of the other angels, which you really don't see much of. You mostly just see the main Ava units and stuff like that. But to see that the angels had a good amount of figures and model kits was surprising to me, because it's not what I typically see, like when they release more figures, when they release more stuff. Oh yeah, this was a cool one I saw a while ago. this clear figure that I thought that was really cool. So I'm not sure. I didn't look into it if that was a garage kit or if it was a figure, like a fully assembled figure. Not 100% sure, but I thought that was really cool, and it tells you the year that it came out as well. Because if I remember right, Ava came out in '95, so it came like what 2 years after or so. Oh, and then like the busts. I've seen the bust. I've seen that clear one before, but I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was a legitimate figure because there's been a wave of figures like that I seen a while ago, and so to see that it was an actual figure, I was kind of like whoa, like I was not expecting that to be a legitimate one. And I think that's a prize figure. And then like the little doll right here, I didn't know they had a doll so far back as well for her. Let's try to get someone else. Misato. Is there any better Misato ones? I guess that's the only pair they have. So then like here, Misato. Um, yeah, and a good amount of pen stuff, and then like there's like this other accessory kit one with like swappable parts, so you could have her for when Ray gets beat up or whatever. So yeah, really cool to go through it. I've had a few friends go through this book, and they were kind of like in shock of the amount of stuff that came out and different things that came out that they've never seen or were looking for figures of that angel, angel such and couldn't get one. And then here we have like video games, like computer games and stuff like that. And this is where I found out that there's an N64 Evangelion game. I did not know that they had one for the 64. I really want to get it just to have it. Hopefully my 64 will still play it, and I will for sure play it. But the thought of having Evangelion on N64 to me is insane. I'm like, how does that even work? So yeah, so computer stuff and different consoles, Sega Saturn stuff for that time. And then here we go. Here's like shirts and stuff like that, and it even tells you like the sizing range and stuff like that, which is pretty cool because like I know none of this will ever fit me because I think the max size would be an L, and this is like the '90s size L, which Japanese sizing is already really small versus American sizing, so I could only imagine a Japanese size large being really small for sure. So some pretty cool shirts, some bags, more watches, jewelry, necklaces, keychains. Let me skip that. More game stuff. Oh, here's pretty cool, like a computer mouse, the official Nerve computer mouse, the PS2 mouse, I believe, and then a floppy disk case. Not even sure if those are special floppies at all. More like software stuff. The badge holder looks kind of cool. Uh, what is that? The postcards collection, CD collection, like picture collection things, and so yeah, all kinds of stuff. So like books like these are really cool, but they're not. I really haven't seen many of them. I really haven't seen many of them. I just saw this book at a convention. I thought it was interesting, so I picked it up. So yeah, this book was printed in '97, so it's only like the first 2 years of Evangelion stuff, and so there's been a lot more after that, and I think this ending slipcover picture on the backside is a pretty good telling sign. Just like all this, just mountains of Ava stuff, and like even like the coffee, which they still have coffee from time to time. All like so much stuff, so much stuff, and so it's a really cool book, really cool to go through. Um, if you are or aren't a fan, just to see like how crazy merchandise can get and how wide and how vast merchandise can get. So yeah, so like I said, I'm not showing the whole book, but I mean it's like 150 pages, and every page just has a freaking massive amount of content on each page, data on each page, for sure. Like really easy to like go through this book once and then go through it like the next day and then find stuff you didn't realize. It was super easy to do with this book. Or if you're a fan, like just to look through all the merchandise. especially if you can get this book for really cheap. Like being able to see everything that you could possibly get or could have gotten at one point is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, so that's it for this book. So thanks for watching.